This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
So,
here we are.
how are you feeling those sunglasses?
Well, they won't last long, so don't get too used to it. Because these are the sunglasses that I bought recently from a rest area in New Jersey. I think they look really cool on me, and you can sound off in the comments if you agree or disagree. But you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Up to you whether you want to sound off in the comments or not about the sunglasses, agreeing or disagreeing. They are really fun to wear, minus the fact that they immediately give me a headache and nausea. Something about the way they press and how they look on my face, it causes me immediate eye strain, which leads to nausea and headache.
It's eye strain you think is giving
I think
you the
so.
nausea.
Now that I'm really experiencing it right now.
I was imagining it was hitting an exact pressure point
I
that
think that
destroys
too.
you.
I think that as well. They're like kind of thick and the eye strain, and it actually is like kind of a sleeper chokehold that is leading to an immediate nausea.
I remember on the playground them being like, there are pressure points, like if you hit, you immediately die. And me being like, I was terrified of accidentally pressing them.
Right.
I was like,
oh my
fuck.
God, that's like not a good thing to tell a kid.
I know.
It's like, duk, duk, duk. I love that like martial arts thing. Like the idea, that's very metaphorically rich. The idea of a tiny, gentle movement with huge physical repercussions.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Were we?
With the knot.
It's different.
No, it's different.
It's different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I totally agree.
You were trying to articulate something about the impact of a small thing.
Yeah, that's true. So it's very similar.
So, come on.
Let's bring in our guests.
Okay. Nice and warm.
It's like you're like,
our
holy
guest
shit.
today,
I'm
we
hot.
are so excited to have. I'm really honestly thinking that we're in for a really good time.
Yeah.
Please welcome to your ears and our show, the amazing, wonderful, talented Rue Anderson. Hey, Rue.
Hey,
you better
now-
get that more towards you.
Oh, just like
for
this?
real. Don't you
Okay,
think, Jeff?
like
Oh my
this?
God, yes.
I was at a show yesterday we were just talking about this as a spectator, and one of the comics was like literally I could see his lips touching the microphone, which I guess my perspective on that is like I like as I am with all things, I'm like a neutral and non-judgmental observer. Like that would be really physically uncomfortable. Wouldn't you be grossed
Rue,
out?
that is such a cool part of you.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, I always like give like when I always like give my friends advice. I'm always like I'll preface it with I say this neutrally and without judgment, but then I say like the most judgmental thing.
POV filled
You're like,
thing.
when you
could
talk
possibly-
about that, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that as an observer.
Yeah.
Like, people get fucking
people,
annoyed.
I'm personally not annoyed. I just
No.
think that you are a sex and love addict.
I have a decree from a hill that I'm
Yeah.
sending down to you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it has
just a
to do
channel.
with you.
Right, exactly. I'm an observer. I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
And I have no investment either way in whether or not you are annoying or a sex and love addict.
I want to say something.
You are
I
and
have
you
a
are.
thing on my nail, something weird, a little weird thing.
So
You
we're
know?
not
What
afraid
kind
to
of a
talk about
thing?
like dark stuff on this podcast as well.
Like,
We'll go
something
there.
fucked up. That's like, it's like you want to pick it, but it's like, it'll be drama.
I mean, it's like, you know how sometimes you'll pick a cuticle and it'll like peel all the way to your face.
Well, that happens in Black Swan, remember?
Oh,
Part of her like psychosis when she's like going insane.
I feel
I
sorry
don't
for
remember that
her.
part. I pick my cuticles. Have you ever had this? You pick your cuticle, gushing blood.
Yes, yeah.
But you're like, what do I do about this? Like,
Right.
I'm sort of in an environment where I can't be gushing blood. So either I'll go to the bathroom, get a
Or,
piece of toilet paper, ball
make
it
a
up,
bandage.
have a fist like this, or I'll just be like, okay, this is the blood pocket now, and like just start like pressing it to the blood pocket. It's like honestly weekly. But I'm a real like nail chewer, nail biter. I actually have like my cuticle. I mean, you guys
Can I
can
see? Yeah.
Like my nails are tiny.
Yeah, you have little nails.
They're
but I
really
don't see any
little.
cuticle drama.
Well, I guess there's none majorly because I've switched to my fidget at work from biting my nails. I mean, I'll bite my nails. This is disgusting.
Okay.
By the way, do you guys do gross stuff on this?
Yeah.
I'll bite my nails. I'll take the nail. I'll then shove it over and over, like in my mouth.
Oh, that actually is really disgusting.
I'm like turning it over in my mouth, shoving the nail
Once
in my
it's already-
gap. Once it's already, it's how I got my gap in middle school.
Can you smile? It's honestly signature and really
Oh my God,
swaggy.
that's so
It is
cute.
signature.
It's how I
know.
got my gap.
But it's like, have you ever really seen a gap this little? No, because usually when people have gaps,
It
there's a
comes
little
from
bit of a
something else.
gumminess in the middle. But this is a fully me-made
So you did
situation.
braces
Never.
in that you
Oh.
you slowly moved
No.
your teeth via
Yes.
a nail.
Mhm.
Exactly.
All right, Rue. Thank you for sharing that. That's
Yeah.
really interesting to me. Like
No.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you would never believe what happens.
Yeah.
And now it's like you look like fucking Madonna. It's awesome.
There you go.
Mhm.
Like fucking Madonna.
Like that's dope.
That's
Mhm.
like spitting water through the teeth.
Oh,
So
I
you have
see.
fun with the gap, it
I have
seems.
fun
The
with
gap
the
is
gap.
amazing.
I have fun with the
I used
gap.
to have it, and then it all went wrong.
braces?
No, I never had braces.
Oh.
It's actually a total point of stupid pride that I never got braces. And my teeth are like, if you really look at them, like a little wonky.
No, they're perfect.
Thank you.
In terms of how a mouth should be.
Yeah, exactly. I
You?
agree. I like
braces.
Yeah. But then they all changed anyways.
Right,
so.
exactly. Braces are
Yeah.
so funny because then after the teeth are like, ugh, get that off me.
Yeah.
So
They're
like, anyway, I should be
where
the
was
star.
I? Yeah.
I just have a few teeth where it's
True.
like one of them is way in front of the other. I think it's like over here.
But that's like normal.
But
I
it's
mean,
all good.
obviously everyone knows braces are like the biggest scam of the
Yes.
century.
Uh-huh.
Dentists are
That's
crazy.
right.
Dentists are crazy.
And
Well, you know,
orthodontists really are
Or the
bizarre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learned recently that like cavity,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
not as black and white as you think.
Yes, I really believe that.
It's not as black and white as you think. Like it's like a cavity. Like when someone says you have a cavity, it's actually a matter of opinion because your teeth are constantly changing. This next part, I'm like filling in some details from
Sure.
extrapolation.
I can only imagine.
But like sometimes you'll. So what I imagine is
Try
like
and flag specifically when it goes off the rails.
right now. So right now it's
Right
going
now.
off the rails.
Okay, so right.
it's like from the beginning.
Your teeth move and change. You chew, they erode like rocks do.
Yeah.
And like whether or not it needs to be filled is a
Yes.
matter of opinion.
Yes.
So like cavity
Totally.
in terms of like, oh, there's an emergency or like somewhat urgent situation
Yeah.
that needs to be
Right,
remedied.
right.
Mhm.
Not really
Not
true.
Not
really.
so, not so. I mean, I feel like I learned this as an adult when it became my choice what to do about them.
Yeah.
And I started to be like, I actually think we'll just leave it. And then dentist would be like, okay, your funeral. And then like months would go by. I'm like, I am doing pretty good. And then
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
like go to the dentist the next time. They'd be like, you're all good. I was like, yeah, so that seems like it
Yeah.
really solved itself, didn't
Exactly.
it?
And well, they're making money per filling.
Right.
So.
Well, once you're like, but what benefit do they have in
Yeah.
filling the cavity? It's like, well, financial.
That exactly the
You're like,
biggest one of
right,
all.
the biggest one. One of the classic
Financial
ones.
and
Sexual.
Yeah,
and
I
sexual,
love it.
as well as obviously there's a romantic component.
of course.
But also it's like it's
love
like
to help.
it's their craft.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, that's true.
it's like if it were up to them, it's like they would want each tooth
Mhm.
sparkling,
Perfect.
untouched.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, no signs of any problems.
Mhm.
But the reality of like life in the world is
Mhm.
something a little different.
Well, this is like
Something
what
different.
anytime you go to a specialist and they give you
Yeah.
like a program to do, you're
Mhm.
like, oh, like this is really assuming that like this will matter to me as
Yeah.
much in the future as it does right now. Like they're like, okay, I would say this, just try not to go in the sun.
I know, right.
You go to
It's
the
true.
dermatologist and you're like, totally. And they're like, and if you do go in the
Yeah.
sun, just zinc everywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
everything
zinc, exactly.
I feel like
Cover,
every
slather.
problem you're having, it's like you go to a doctor and they're like, all right, so the first step, elimination diet. And you're like,
Yeah,
well, never mind.
okay.
Let's just drop it.
No, literally, I went to like a doctor for like my foot health.
Podiatrist.
Podiatrist, yeah, and they were like, just I would say
well
for like
put.
30 to 45 minutes a day, you need to be wearing this special boot that costs $300. And I was
While
like,
walking, or you can be sitting. wearing
no,
the
it's
boot?
like you cannot be walking. It's a boot that is it's a
Whoa.
stationary
Stationary
boot. They're
boot.
like, and it's like it's just 30 to 45 minutes a day.
But
and you're
honestly,
like,
you
that is
can't put the
whole
boot
day.
on to wind down at the end of the night.
Yeah,
But, like no.
that's
You could have it stack, and when you have the boot on, you
Yeah.
drink tea and.
But then,
and-
like that can happen if the foot problem is big enough that
Yes.
it's like the problem you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But that I'm like, oh, the thing for me is that like it's foot, it's skin, it's stomach, it's brain,
Yeah.
it's like spirit.
it's like
Yeah.
thinking that I have problems to begin with.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I have an attitudinal issue, and like that is actually leading
Right.
to a foot
Yeah.
issue. I always go, I'm wanting
Then you're back at the analyst.
literally. I was going to the foot doctor hoping that there would be something where he's like, all the other stuff. I had this belief. I was like, every problem is because of my posture.
I mean, posture's important.
Posture is important. And
I
I was
didn't
like,
know that.
I'm
I
standing
don't think
wrong. and therefore I'm having psychological problems.
Yes.
I have a way more holistic view about posture, which is like,
Take it
yes, I concede that the way you hold your body like might have implications that will like help or hurt like different muscles. Okay. Also, it's important to have like a pro-social lifestyle.
Yes.
And standing with correct posture is actually a really hard way to make friends and meet people and relate to others. Like, it's not a good, like, walking in, hi. It's like, well, that's not someone that I'm going to actually look at this.
You're not attracted to confident leaders.
No.
Right?
I'm not.
I actually am like, she's not.
I'm not.
There
I'm
you go.
attracted to chillers and fucking cool motherfuckers.
Cool
Okay.
funny guys who from the sidelines can be like, look at the
Literally.
look at the way she's standing.
Literally.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more important for me to project how comfy I am via rounded shoulder that
Yeah.
looks like a turtle's back.
Yeah. I hear that, but
What you got?
it's painful for my body.
Okay.
Like
it's
sometimes
painful.
when I unround my shoulders, I feel my sternum pop. Do you guys have that?
Oh, you know what? Maybe
It's
I
like-
have really good posture.
You might.
See you as someone having bad posture.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
so I'm-
notice it.
I'm-
I notice when someone has really bad posture, and I haven't noticed it on you.
Have you noticed it on me?
No, neither of you.
Yes.
I would honestly probably say
Woo!
something. Well, can you stand
Da-da-da-da.
something I've noticed at at concerts recently, which has made me interrogate my posture, is that I can't stand still. In that even when my feet are planted firmly on the ground,
You're swaying.
there's a sway.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
is
yeah.
that
too.
what's supposed to happen or what's
I don't
not
know.
supposed to
I
happen?
don't know.
I think it feels great.
No,
See, it
sway.
swaying
stresses
is
me out.
amazing because
It's
like,
regulatory.
You're regulatory. I think it's more of a boredom, emotional stimulus thing and regulation thing than it is a physical thing. But then
Okay.
obviously it becomes a physical thing because when you're standing a long time,
Right.
you're like, ow, like let me give my left foot
I
a
have
break
to
at the
sway.
expense of
Yeah.
my right.
That's true. And honestly, I do feel like doing Pilates has really helped me stand.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
It really does make it like I'm less trying to escape the situation when
Yeah.
I'm standing.
Yeah.
And I feel like swaying, you are momentarily escaping.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, I'm not really standing. I'm going over here. I'm going
Yeah.
over here. I'm
I'm
going over
moving.
here.
But see,
Well,
to
your
me,
right
the-
foot is like getting a break when you sway.
right.
But
And
you guys
then
are
your left
describing it
is-
like it's intentional. Like I feel like I'm like losing my balance, kind of. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
not like,
You're
oh,
falling
let me
left,
give it a
you're
break.
falling right.
Like I feel like I feel like a skyscraper being blown by the wind.
Well, you are tall, so
That's true. You have a
maybe
tallness.
you're. Whoa.
That's
Which is
a-
scary, but by the
Yeah.
way, all the best skyscrapers can sway.
Exactly,
It's
and
important.
they, and
It's
they
important.
remain standing.
Right. And
always
look
l-
at you standing to this very day.
Exactly.
So-
I've always loved that the metaphor that like things that it's actually sturdier to bend.
Yeah, and not break.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That
That
if you're
shocked
stiff-
me when I found out.
Right. Like
Yeah.
that's just like a metaphor that plants give you.
The willow tree.
It bends and it survives the hurricane or whatever. The reeds that bend.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Something,
yes,
something, something,
yes.
something.
It's
So-
like Madonna
Yeah.
again. Redoing her image over and over
Reinventing.
again, kind of being flexible, going with the times.
Yeah.
And see, she's still performing. She just was brought out by Sabrina Carpenter on Coachella.
Wow.
You guys saw that?
I saw her doing a DJ set with Addison Rae
Wow.
there, and Addison kept on going, "It's Madonna, it's Madonna," and then
Right.
Madonna took the mic from her.
Don't say random stuff.
That was funny. I thought
Did
that
she
was
seem
funny.
mad when she took the mic?
I think yeah, like she didn't seem mad, but she was like, "Enough, enough."
She took
Enough.
it to say, you're not saying
silence
that
her.
anymore.
Well, it's just one of those moments where you could tell. And by the way, I like Addison, but you could tell she had calculated the move to be like kind of like iconic in Mother,
Mhm.
but the original iconic Mother, which by the way, I never talk like that, snatched that mic right back out of her hands.
The original iconic Mother, not my words.
Not my words.
I'm not saying that,
Like-
y'all.
Her wig was snatched.
Yeah,
That's
Scalped.
right. That's
She
right.
was scalped.
She flew.
I remember growing up, I was kind of like, what does Madonna sound like? From all her
Right.
songs, I couldn't tell the quality of her voice.
I think we were listening to a Madonna, like the Madonna we listened to actually spanned a pretty wide range of time. It was like
Yeah.
across 20 years. It's like we would listen to like
Girls just want to have fun. That's not
No.
her.
no.
Okay.
like Holiday, Borderline.
Yeah.
That's like really early. And she has this kind of like very like forward, bright, sort of like thin, but like supported voice. And then
Whoa. You just busted out some amazing words.
Yeah.
And then we also would listen to like Ray of Light. and like a prayer, and she's a little bit
like a prayer, right?
like breathier and kind of bigger, and so that I think maybe is why.
And what was her song with Bieber and Nicki Minaj?
Was it "Bitch I'm Madonna"? Doesn't she have a song
Yes.
called? But
Right.
is that
we go
That's
hard,
right.
we go home, we go stupid all night long, we go do it when we want. Nah,
Is that how it goes?
nah. Yes. When I'm a son of mother, fun and fun and fun, I think it's like produced by Sophie, actually.
I like that.
That's
It's actually a really
awesome.
fun song, and the music video is really fun because it's like she pulled
She's at the house party. I remember that.
She pulled every favor, and it's like every celeb at the time you can imagine is like in the video saying, "Bitch, I'm Madonna."
Bitch,
Beyonce's in it. Katy Perry's
my
in
God.
it. Like
It's actually like the thing of
like
when
Chris
you
Rock
drink
is in
too
it.
much coffee, you get tired.
Yeah.
It's like when something is so star-studded, it actually becomes boring.
Yeah.
Where
exactly.
you're like, what is? I actually am
Narrative
overwhelmed. Like I have to do
Mhm.
Vegas Nerve and like go to bed
Yeah.
from too many cameos.
Also, have you
You're
seen
like, "Ah."
have you seen the
Exactly.
Fergie MILF money?
Of course, yes.
Now that's an application that I like because Fergie
I agree.
is
Fergie.
Fergie.
You're like, I'm sorry. I've only ever read it.
Well, because Fergie's a little like past her prime.
Mhm.
Is that fair to say?
I think so.
I think it's loving to say.
And so I felt like a really nice thing that everyone did for her.
Well, right. It's like what and who was in it? I feel like it was a
Kim.
funny crew. Kim.
That's not the main
there
one
was
I
a lot.
remember.
I want to say Anne Hathaway, low key.
Is she a mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeff, would you do us a favor and look up which women were in the
MILF
Fergie MILF Money music video?
Absolutely.
Low key. And I feel like this is blocking
Oh,
your
that
face.
is a perfect transition to our segment.
Thank you.
Which women
you.
were in the Fergie MILF money? Oh, so
For
we do a
every
segment.
woman
We should
you
guess.
get $40.
I'm going to guess Miranda Kerr. That's a guess I have.
That's a great guess,
Who
Rue.
is that? Would you say?
She's a Victoria's Secret angel.
Okay.
She was married to
That's a
Orlando
good
Bloom,
guess.
right?
I'm hearing based
To
on
who?
what you said.
Orlando Bloom.
Maybe.
Okay, wait. Let me guess too. Cara Delevingne.
That's a good guess too, but I feel like these people
It has
are
to be-
moms.
No,
Chrissy
you're
Chrissy
wrong.
Who
Teigen.
Cara Delevingne,
Chrissy
I
Teigen.
sat
Chrissy
behind
Teigen.
her at the Wuthering Heights premiere,
Whoa.
which this is not a brag
Well,
because
you
I was
can't
a
control
plus
that.
one.
Mhm.
And I'm not trying to brag here, but what was funny is she kept on going like this in her seat, like fully like kicking me with the back of her seat.
Uh-huh.
And so I did what I always do on airplanes, which is I pushed my legs forward, holding her in place. So every time she
Yes,
went,
to
she was
teach her.
stuck. But then I realized, like, to escape from this position, I could either drop suddenly, but then
Right.
she'd fall backwards, exposing what I'd done. So what I ended up doing was sort of like a slow motion, like release of the tension, and I think I got out of it scot-free.
So you actually were holding a bridge, basically.
Yeah, I was holding a bridge.
You're like, oh, what did you think of Wuthering Heights? You're like, it was exhausting.
Yeah.
It's like when you like put a baby down, you like try and like so
Yeah,
look up. Like
yeah.
you were trying to do an imperceptible release.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're like bringing Cara Delevingne home.
You
were
and
trying-
she's sleeping in
you
the
were
car.
basically trying to like sedate her with
Yeah.
stillness,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then wow. So then did she stop?
She
kicking
did
back?
stop, but also I think like by the time I had sort of
Really
developed
funny,
the
Rue.
bridge plan, it was like not really a factor. Like she maybe like was like trying to lean back in
wasn't
a
really
normal
a
way,
factor.
but it was just it irritated me enough before
You're
the
like,
movie.
don't be
Yeah,
revisiting that.
Don't try it again.
Let's close that door.
time
That
you
period of you moving
Don't
backwards is
try.
over.
Well, it's always I always do it on airplanes too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where I'm kind of like people always get mad about like reclining in airplane seats, but I'm like, okay, if the reclining option is there, I'm gonna recline.
Obviously.
The person in front of me is reclining. I'm
Yep.
supposed to like be a martyr and not
that
recline.
thing is like, I'm
It's ridiculous. The recliner's there. I'm gonna recline.
and by the way, it's like you do it
You
too.
recline. That's
Recline.
the thing. You recline.
However,
I move.
at
you
the
move.
top of the flight, when
Just
I
like
notice
that.
they start reclining, similarly, I'll do the bridge pose. I kind of believe in like, is this what
Wait,
dialectical
why are you
materialism
doing
is? No, but I believe in like everybody like fighting for themselves and what they
clearly.
want, and like what emerges from that is the natural order of things. So I'm like, from your perspective, you're in front of
Oh my
me, you want to
God.
recline. I'm not gonna fault you for that.
Yes,
But I will do
the
everything in my
bridge.
But I
power
will
to
fight.
prevent
It's like
the
a
situation.
Hobbesian idea.
So you're both like you are
like nasty British and short. Like you're like, I'll do what it takes to get me mine.
Right.
Exactly. But you do, but assuming that everyone else will do the same thing.
To say what? Don't recline.
Don't recline. Won't let them recline. Maybe they'll think it's broken. But then the thing is like if they're already at the position of starting, the button's been released. So at this point, the only thing preventing them from reclining is my legs. Obviously. So then I have to commit. To the bridge. It's the same thing with the Wuthering Heights
bridge for the
Yes, I do the bridge as well.
By the way, your glutes on fire?
Yes. Well, and also sometimes EJ will like notice that I'm doing it and he'll be like, stop.
Of course.
All right, we got a numbers crunch on the MILF Money music video.
Thank you, Jeff.
This is the biggest list I could find. It's Kim Kardashian,
Right.
Chrissy Teigen,
Oh my God,
Yes,
Charlie,
yes.
that's good.
Ciara,
Yeah.
Alessandra Ambrosio, who I think is some sort of model.
That
Yes.
is, I think she's a Victoria's Secret angel. So you're getting Miranda Kerr points.
Yeah, I'll
Gemma
take that.
Ward, Devin Aoki, is that Steve's
Yes.
betrothed?
Yes.
Devin Aoki.
Amber Valletta,
Mm-hmm.
Angela Lindvall, Isabelle Fontana, Natasha Polly, Tara Lynn, Fergie herself, which is on the list,
Right.
Okay.
towards the bottom.
I would have put myself in that too if I had the song.
Right.
And
Put me
then
in there.
Alessandra Ambrosio's daughter, Anya.
Okay, so that's who
Wow,
Fergie's
it's a lot
besties
of
with.
nobodies, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, models. And I'm just
Thank you,
kind of like,
Jeff.
okay, well, yeah, if you're a model, like, MILF kind of speaks for itself. That's not an impressive thing to me.
It's more like
Like, your
for
job is
their
being
model.
hot.
It's like, okay,
Should
are
have
you
been like
saying?
Ann Dowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think it's like they're
I don't
thinking
know if she has a
like,
kid actually.
like we're thinking like of moms. The
Mhm.
models are obviously MILFs, but
Yeah.
they're thinking like of models.
It's cool that I'm a mom.
We're also moms.
Right.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
that's such a good
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
They should have had us in the video.
Yeah. I
could
passed
have
on 360.
Is that true?
360.
Yeah.
Everyone
No.
at the party, they're looking
Oh.
at me.
But wasn't it like? I bet you could have done it. Honestly,
I don't think I could.
That dinner table.
Yeah. Of the It Girls.
No, but
It
there was
Girls.
another one that like
True.
I can't say.
I'm waiting on a
come
call
back
from
with-
the Rachel Antonoff fashion show. So.
Is that true?
No.
Why? It's like you see, I
You
really
are,
believe
by the way,
you
Charlie is extremely gullible. It's
Yeah.
a very odd quality because he's discerning in general.
Uh-huh.
But if you tell him something straight to his face, like he's like, "Whoa,"
Yeah.
and believes you.
I know. You're like, I have a song. It did really well on TikTok, and I'm like, oh my god, good for you. Just-
Well, do you have
That
a
being the
song?
lie.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, hold on now.
Wait, let's get back into it somehow.
Okay.
Should we do an idea?
Yeah, let's do an
That's
idea.
a good thing to do.
Okay, so this is how we do it. We're gonna
Okay.
hand you our ideas, and you will choose one of us to give your
Okay.
idea list to.
Okay.
So whoever you feel more.
Connected to.
I can't really read what Natalie says.
But
No,
what
no, but
about
you need to
your
gi- you
list?
need to
I'll just
give-
take
Okay,
it.
okay,
Give it
okay.
to me.
Just because of closeness.
Yeah.
It wasn't about
Closeness, like
Physically.
relationally.
relationally.
thinking about equidistant. Maybe I'm slightly closer to you, actually. I'm
Yeah.
definitely closer to you.
Mhm.
Even more reason to give it to me.
Oh, and I pick one of these?
Yeah.
to start with.
Let's start with mine.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I just liked mine.
Yeah.
Girls are here.
Okay, this is something I was listening to straight music recently, or guy music,
Uh-huh.
and something.
What do you mean?
Music by straight guys.
You're talking about geese.
No, actually, no. And it's because you're right. It's more specific than that. I'm listening to a kind of like lascivious or like a lightly.
What's that, though?
It's like kind of sexual,
Yeah.
Randy Ribald.
But like dirty.
Yeah, a
too.
little dirty,
Like
like-
scummy.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Seedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god! Like
I was
what?
listening to like like the world of like 90s and 2000s kind of like R&B and rock. Like that
Okay.
that's talking about like guys being into girls. Something I really liked about their attitude was I was listening to songs, I don't remember which one in particular, but they're talking about often they bring up the idea that like they'll go to a place and girls will be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually so sweet. Like they're not like
Yeah.
girls will be there and therefore, and often it is like, and therefore will fuck and I'll fuck. But sometimes it's very clear that like there's just an ambient pleasure for them in being like around women.
Right.
And I was like, that's so nice. And let me like try to bring that
Yeah.
into my life because it does exist actually
you
for me.
do have that,
Well,
as so do I.
like for girls and for boys. Like sometimes I'm like, why do I want to go to this party? And I'm like, oh, because there's gonna be cute guys there.
exactly.
And it don't even mean it like, oh, and we're gonna smash. I'll find
Right.
one to smash.
Right.
I mean, like it
I'll
is
be
just
excited.
pleasant to be around cute guys.
Yes.
Like it just feels nice. And I was like,
Yes.
that is a nice attitude to have, actually.
Yeah.
Being like, it's just comfortable.
It's nice.
I
Right.
appreciate it. And then I like too that sometimes with like, for the straight guys and girls, it's like, it's not only like what's nice to look at, it's like there's just a pleasant energy about it.
Yeah.
But by the way, I feel sometimes with straight guys that's not, I feel like the MO is like, it's all like in the great service of like scoring.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
something,
they're not
like-
appreciating their pumps.
Right.
It might
Yeah,
not be.
exactly.
And can you say one of the songs so I can't
Yeah.
really get a sense of it. I'm thinking about like Bowling for Soup. Like
The
Yeah.
song that came in my head was honestly, I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't.
Let me think of a song that has this.
know.
Like,
I think
is
it
that in the
does.
category that
No,
you're
it's
talking
not.
about? I'm like, yeah, he's such a
Gavin
horny
DeGraw?
freak.
the song I'm thinking of, it's not a great example, but it's the Justin Timberlake song where he's like, I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm leaving with you.
Sure.
you
Songs
know.
maybe about like going to the
Going
club
out, kind of
and
going out to the
seeing
club. It's like there'll
girls.
be
Yeah.
ladies there. You
Yeah,
know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Okay, what about this song, Ladies Night? That like 80s song.
Oh, yes.
It's Ladies Night.
Right.
And the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies'
Isn't that by
night.
a woman?
Oh, what a night. No, not to me. Wait, the version I know is by a man. Oh, what
I definitely remember
night.
a bunch of women singing it, but maybe I'm like,
There's covers or something.
I mean, in that Justin song, there's a call and response. I don't know what I'm feeling, but
I don't know any of these songs.
really, you're too young.
Wait, you've
Mm.
sang every single one of them.
Ladies' Night, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
what you're talking about.
I think you would recognize this Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake
you know it.
song.
You love it.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I feel like sometimes going to like a party with like straight people, it's like there is some like with the just like there'll be girls there.
Yeah.
It's like there's something to just knowing like theoretically there could be sex on the table.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
And
yeah,
not
yeah.
even like sex, but
Yeah.
just like the idea of sex.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even like that people could have like ideas about each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And going to a straight party, sometimes you're just like, I love you guys. I'm sure we could figure out amazing things to talk to
Mhm.
each other about, but like this is just like dead end city. And by the way, that's
Yes.
not even true because like I do have sex with straight people, but like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like it's just like
You're like, it wouldn't be here.
it's just yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, like, that part of it where it's like, it's true that there must be in the pleasure of being around that, like, the promise, like the potential of it. But
Yes.
sometimes actually it's like, I wonder how much of it is actually the potential, or just like if that potential then allows you to appreciate. It's like actually the thing you
Exactly.
want is not to get it. The thing you want
No.
is to want it.
Exactly.
Really.
Yeah.
And that's like a fun kind of space to be in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
ooh, I get to get my flirt on a little bit.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know,
I
if something
feel like-
happens, amazing, but
I feel like sensuality, like in a social environment like that, just like imbuing things with not even like you know, trolling for puss or
Mhm.
whatever, but
Yeah.
just turning your sensual light on,
uh-huh.
being open to flirting and being flirted with,
Yeah.
makes socializing a lot more energizing.
I totally
That's why
agree.
EJ and I are allowed to flirt with other people
That's
because
smart.
it's just like makes socializing way more
100%.
Right.
It's like
Well, it's a
otherwise
huge
you go
part of
through
it.
life like kind
Yeah.
of like holding your robe shut.
fun. Yeah,
Right, right.
exactly.
It's like you look like you
I wanna
are
bust
like
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You have to bust open your robe.
to bust open your robe.
Right.
So that's a beautiful rule I feel as a couple to have.
Yeah.
Go flirt.
Get your little flirt on.
I just
Mhm.
think it's fun. It's
so fun
fun.
to
And when
flirt.
you trust your partner, like sometimes people are so strict within their relationships
Mhm.
where I'm just like I'm like, if EJ wants to flirt with someone, why? I'm a very naturally non-jealous person though.
That's tea.
Like,
I
I'm
remember
like,
hearing about this from
yes,
you guys.
yes, I'm really not a jealous person. So like, I'm just like, if EJ wants to flirt, why would that be like any of my business?
And
I
he's
think
kind
it's
of like running like he's like it's like you guys are so cute.
So cute.
I had an
I did this
amazing
thing.
Yeah.
Remember that at that show, I had an amazing night backstage with EJ and Rue. I love talking to couples like you guys
Mhm.
because you're both like really funny and like really have like really funny, cool observations.
Mhm.
And you're very open about like talking about your dynamics and
Oh,
describing
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And it's like so rare that you talk to a couple that's like both like really both parties are like funny and observant and they're not like anxious or precious about like most of the topics.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
you can
nice.
really get in there and be like, wait, so what happens when blah, blah, blah? And both people are like, well, no, no. And the other one's like, not that really time. You're like, that's right. That's true. We did have to blah, blah, blah. And it's like so fun.
That's so fun. It's
I'm like, this is awesome.
We love to openly bicker and just bring everyone around
I
us
love
into
that.
the
I
situation.
love that.
Well, because also a safe bickering feels nice.
Right. Well, because I
you're
don't
like,
think we
"Oh."
give like toxic or like we are
no.
hating each other.
No,
so
no,
much.
it's
And I
loving.
think
It just
that's
gives
when it becomes
honesty.
uncomfortable.
It gives freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the first time we've ever had both
Two
people in a
partners
couple
of a couple.
on the podcast?
that you know of.
Oh my God, it'd be fun to go back in our guests and be like, who's a secret couple?
Why don't we do our show more so like a matchmaking thing?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I bet you've had, because I mean, how many episodes have you guys done?
222.
Certainly two people within
That's a
that
lot.
group. I mean, it's probably more like, but you have repeat guests. So maybe, could we say 150 guests, 160?
Oh, how many different guests? And we do a lot of solo episodes.
And who has
Oh,
had sex
shit.
with each other?
I'm saying that the odds are,
Yeah.
to me, seem promising.
In fact, I
That-
can almost be sure. I bet you could think of two of our guests who've had sex with each other.
So there you go.
You can, or you bet you can?
I bet I could. I'll go back through the numbers.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Okay, I can't wait.
And if they haven't, two of them are just gonna have to
Get to it.
bite the bullet.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's not such a hardship.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, when are we gonna have to? You guys are gonna love each other.
Me starting a group DM with like two of our guests. Hey guys.
Well, actually, that brings me to something that I've been wanting to
This
talk
is a
about
little
lately, and I
random,
didn't write
but-
it down,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna pretend this is one of my ideas.
Okay.
So I want that sound, Grace. If you could add it right here, please.
A little space for it. Backchannel failure.
All right, this is backchannel failure. This is basically like there's an amount of backchanneling that can be helpful with
Mhm.
getting a hookup to happen. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like
Mhm.
a friend being like, "Oh, like my friend said you're cute," kind of
Mhm,
thing,
mhm.
where you're kind of like, "Oh, whatever."
Mhm.
But I feel like there's also a really dangerous. It needs to be. It's like what's an ingredient that's like so overpowering?
Truffle.
Rue.
Real,
It's like
very
truffle.
good.
It's like truffle.
It's like truffle.
It's exactly like truffle, where you just, if you do too much, and it's so easy to do too much,
Mhm.
it zaps it like sucks out all of this intrigue and
Mhm.
sexuality. And it feels like you've basically been like betrothed to someone.
Mhm.
Right.
You're like, this
right.
is so boring. Like
Mhm.
it's like a handshake deal. You're like, where's the mystery? Where's the allure? Like,
Yeah.
I know this
Two
person's
people are being
down. I
handed
said I
off.
was
Yeah.
down.
Alliance
It's just
of
like,
the kingdoms.
so how are you? It's like, ew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it needs to be the littlest, like
being like, yeah, I think she.
gentlest hand, or you're just like, well, this tastes like gasoline, which is what I have with truffle.
I hate truffle.
Me too.
I'll never
Really?
order truffle.
I don't like that taste.
I
I
really
love
don't
it.
like it. It's so overpowering.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I love a truffle
exactly
fry.
What we're saying.
I also feel like sometimes the type of personality that's like eager to tell someone, oh, so and so said you were cute, is like the exact type of personality that's gonna bungle it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's
As
like
someone who has that personality.
it's so true. It's like Rue, that's such a good point.
Mhm.
That person needs to have the gentlest. It's like, the best like kind of like physical therapist or something is like
Yes.
doing like the most
Mhm.
Yeah.
kind of seemingly innocuous movement
Yeah.
against your whatever. And it's like, by the way, I've never done physical therapy.
I'm like, you know how? I'm like, I don't know if that's how physical therapy
like a
works. Like, I just don't
yoga
know.
adjustment.
Yeah.
It's like a yoga adjustment.
Yoga
Very true. Exactly. Like if they're asking you to, like tuck your pelvis from a bridge.
Yeah.
For example, when you're doing your bridge against
Yeah.
the seat. So basically, yes, I just totally agree with that. That it's like it's not
Yeah.
that
It's hard.
easy to back off then
Mhm.
because you're like having a little fun there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really important.
It is really important. I've always wanted to crash a friend's date. Have you ever done that? Like show up and be watching? I've never, but I've always
I
feel
done
like, didn't we have an
never.
idea about this? I can't remember exactly the premise, but it was called third person first date. Or like how actually like a third person there can be a fun addition to like a vibe. Like it's not like a formal date, but if you're like, oh, there's actually like there is kind of a vibe building between me and this other person, and then another person's there, it's like it releases some of the pressure and also gives you like the feeling of like kind of illicitness of like actually we're just like kind of talking.
You have to. This is something we don't know. We're not always keyed into the forces that move us socially. You know, the companies have a hand. You know, we don't always know why we want raspberries, but someone told us to or whatever.
Exactly.
There is a powerful undercurrent of people trying to have sex with each other that can make it can make a triad, like what you're describing of like a three person that can be one hang, but it can also be like a rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're all hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
It's like because the person is kind of the mutual person, or you all do an activity together, and then it's really like
and like just like the idea of like the sex or the crush on the table just like ups the frequency and the amount of communication and takes it to like a just like not all friendships live in that kind of space.
Right.
And then but it's like it can even move an entire friend group. I really feel that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
Oh
you're like, damn, this group is hanging out a lot.
Yeah.
Like why are we low-key like the friends from Friends right now?
Yeah.
Like we're always doing shit together. And then it's like
meanwhile it's like two people want to have sex
two
together.
people are gonna have sex. And then once they do, it's over. It's like then you really find out what was the glue.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
because you're like, now they don't need an excuse anymore. They can just go have sex with each other.
Yes.
And so you'll be brought in kind of like randomly on like a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not in the driving, like, what are we doing this weekend? And what are we doing the next night this weekend? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's beautiful. I think it's like it's one of the helpful
It's a good social force.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or
it is.
can be.
It's
Like
like
powerful.
It's
powerful,
powerful.
at
It's
least.
powerful. It's
Yeah.
like
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
I feel like honestly, as like a single person, I really see the way I contribute to the friendship ecosystem. You know, and like couples do also, but like the drive to like go out and meet people and like date people
Yes.
it's like I see how I help
Yeah.
the couples in my life, and they help me
Yeah.
by giving me like usually like a mother and a father figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
And on
that's
like
huge
a
part.
a family.
Yeah.
Can we take a break because it's so hot?
Yes, for sure. Staying present. Oh boy.
So I am like really stressed out always, but kind
You
of it's
are?
been worse. It's been really physical. This combined with my other things is my jaw has been
tightness.
so tight. Like sometimes I'm just like,
Dang.
Oh, yeah, it's that thing of when someone's like, release your jaw, and you actually do realize you're like, it's been tense for maybe 10 years.
yes, literally.
Like lower your shoulders. You're like, holy shit.
Yes, right.
But I was like trying to like make myself not stressed out. So I took a restorative yoga class yesterday,
Nice,
which I do
nice.
sometimes. Have you ever taken a restorative yoga
No.
class?
No, what's that? That's just
It's
like
mostly like stretching, and they give you like pillows and blocks, and you like it's like
Yes.
supported stretching. And
Right.
you're supposed to breathe, and this, that, and the third. And I was like really trying to meditate and like empty my mind, but I actually spent like fully half of the class trying to remember Taylor Hicks's name. Do you know who this is?
No.
I was like, who is that guy? He was prematurely gray. He was like a
Right.
40-year-old man with gray hair. I was like,
I think he
who's
was
that?
probably like 30 too.
Okay,
Oh, Taylor
30.
Hicks, like winner of American Idol,
Yes,
season
literally.
5 or something.
Something
Season,
like that.
I want to say
3?
it was like 3.
It
Like
was
it was
early.
like it was like
It wasn't 3.
Kelly.
It was like Kelly.
It was Kelly,
what's her name?
Ruben,
Kelly what?
Ruben.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson, Ruben.
and then
Sutter.
it was
Who
like Ruben Sutter, and it
Fantasia.
was like okay.
Fantasia.
Or was Fantasia-
I don't think she won.
She did win.
Oh.
She did win.
She did win?
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
won.
I don't know about this stuff.
Fantasia, Carrie.
Kelly Pickler.
She did not win.
Clay
Yeah.
Aiken?
You know, he was season 5. He was the winner of season 5.
They
Taylor
did
Hicks.
make some. Okay, I
Who
think
was-
Clay
was she
Aiken was
against
the runner-up
Kelly
of season
Pickler?
2. No, Kelly Pickler came in like 6th.
So who did Taylor Hicks go head to head with? I wonder.
Catherine McPhee.
Catherine McPhee.
Catherine
And
McPhee.
he won.
And he won.
Wow.
Look
And
where
Catherine
she is.
And he was like one of the only
Yes.
winners of American Idol where Simon said no to him in the initial audition.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And then he won.
Well, I was really trying to remember. I was like, gray hair. And I was like, I saw him in the touring company of Grease. He played the guy when Rizzo goes into that dream sequence, the teen heartthrob.
Beauty school
Like,
dropout.
literally,
Wow.
he sings beauty. I was like, who was that? Who was that? And then I was like, Taylor Hicks. And then I
And they're
just
like-
this feeling of like dread and shame washed over me almost, because I was like, you were not relaxed.
Wow.
You just spent half of this class trying to remember Taylor Hicks. But then I was like, forgive yourself. It's not about, you're supposed to be relaxing. And then I was like, you're not relaxing the right way. And then I was like, why am I being so mean to me in there? What's going
Wow.
on?
Dialectic.
Class is over.
Yeah,
Class is
literally.
over. Class is over.
Well,
I think it's awesome that you fought back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
your brain was being like, oh, how could you do this? And it's like, okay, maybe you didn't like win the fight. Like it was still a
Yeah.
back and forth a little bit, but I think it's cool that you kind of stood up for yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're like,
yeah.
hey, you did the best you could.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's like you can't get there if you never are even trying to fight back.
It's true. And
You
I
know?
was trying to fight back.
You did.
I often find that like when you are needing some mental peace and calmness and you do exactly that thing of like, let me go take one of those classes where it's like, it's all about like finding peace and calmness. The hard thing is that right at the beginning of you doing that, it's like, okay, what really that's doing is clearing the space from any distractions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the first thing that happens is you're like, all the thoughts rush in.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not actually that you're like getting to clear your mind. It's like, it actually is just like where you kind of start doing the work of clearing it.
Yeah.
And so often for me, I think the hard thing is that when I always come to it when I'm like in distress and need, which
Yeah.
then means when you clear the
the
space to
hardest,
think, it's
yeah.
like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's like, this is
Yeah.
hell. Like,
right.
I don't have any distraction from these awful thoughts. Presumably what happens is the more you do it,
Right.
Presumably.
I haven't
It's a
never really gotten
practice.
there.
I literally, guys, one time,
Mhm.
there was one time in my life where I was meditating like a lot
Mhm.
in the
Uh-huh.
mornings.
Mhm.
And actually something started to feel different. And I like low key could sometimes
Yeah.
escape to my breath.
Yeah.
Like throughout the day, I would like have this really like pleasurable, good feeling from breathing.
Mhm.
Whoa.
It was like 2021. It was
Mhm.
like 4 months. I felt like the amazing feeling, and then I just stopped doing it, and I haven't done it since. But I
Did you
know
feel like
it's
your head
possible.
was clear? Like you were like when you're meditating, do you feel like you were to drop and you're like, I'm not thinking about anything? I mean, that's a thought.
Yes, I didn't get there.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that the meditating felt good.
Uh-huh.
It was like the meditating, I did guided meditations, and it would always be kind of like wandering and then back, and then wandering and then back, and then wandering and back, and then wandering and back. It's like watching a toddler.
Mhm.
They're just
Right.
like you're constantly just like putting them back, putting them back, putting them back where they're allowed to go.
Mhm.
But then later throughout the day, I would get a good feeling.
Okay.
Like it wasn't during the meditation that I actually felt good.
Yeah.
huh.
So I honestly would love to do it again. I just don't.
Maybe I should
It is
try
so
it some
funny. It's
more.
like I don't know. It's been a question for me too of like,
Mhm.
what is the holdup?
Yeah.
Exactly. Where I'm like, I know and I believe that
Yeah.
and there's moments where I do this free workout class on Fridays, this free gay workout class, shout out. And at the end of it, every time they're like, and now we spend like 5 minutes to meditate. And I'm always like, bye, I don't want to do it.
And you leave?
I leave. I'm like, I don't want to. I just
Wow.
don't want to. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think maybe because it was really, first of all, it's boring as fuck. And it is boring.
it is boring.
And then I think it was burned by all the times where I did it when I really needed it. And I was like, I came to you, I was really afraid, and then you hurt me more.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
you
No,
know?
this reminds
Yeah. I was just gonna say it's kind of like morning pages where like there was a period where I was trying to do Artist's Way morning pages, and like like every single time I would just by the first half of the first page like spiral into a rage. Like I'd be like, I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this. I don't want to do this. Like I'm just ready to fill the
Work
pages. What's the
yourself
point
up,
of this? Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. And then I would like leave the experience like really activated and stressed out and like pissed off. And I was like, I actually don't think this is helpful.
You're like,
And
this
like
might
I
not
do.
be for me.
I know. I was like
Right.
telling my like older coworker about this actually recently. He was like, "Wow, I wonder like what's inside of you that like that is what came from it because I've
Damn,
not had that
bitch.
experience." And I was like, "No, totally." But I mean, it's
I wonder
like,
what's inside me too.
I wonder what's inside me too. But I do think like I remember even like when I was a kid, I would get really, really angry in art class all the time.
Mhm.
Like I'd be like, I'd like try to draw an apple. I'd be like, it doesn't look like a fucking apple. And like I'd be pissed, or I hated like free writing prompts when I was in school too.
Wow.
Because I'd just be like, you can't force creativity. And now I'm someone who forces creativity all the time.
Wait. The thing that was making you upset in art class with the apple was what? Like, what was
that I couldn't do it right. Like I couldn't do it right. I didn't feel like I could draw the apple and feel like it was up to my standards of how a drawn apple should be.
So cute, Rue.
That was really I'm very much like a perfectionist in the true sense, not even in like the cute sense. Like it's really stressful.
Right.
Like I like will not allow
it's
myself
not cute.
to do stuff.
I agree. I feel like when people talk about perfectionism, like there's a different understanding of it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people are like, I'm a perfectionist, and it's like the self-identified folks are the people who like do it to success.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like yes, I am a perfectionist, and everything is just exactly in order, you know, and like just right. And I need things to be
like,
perfect.
My life is a mess because I don't start anything because I know it won't
too
be
hard on
perfect.
myself and whatever.
But yeah, I mean, so I've always been someone that kind of gets stressed out by like openness or like things that don't have a goal.
Yes.
Or like, that always.
Wait, what are we talking about originally?
Meditating.
Oh, yes.
Meditating.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
I want to try a guided meditation.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's like just breathing.
Yeah. It's like breathing. And then it's like honestly just reminders to like what I really liked about the meditations I was doing was like there was a lot of instructions about like different ways to observe your breathing. So it would be like, do you feel it in your throat? Do you feel it in your nostrils? Do you feel like the sensation in your of like what do your legs feel like? What do your arms feel like? Like things that just feel like super present that like didn't allow my mind to wander or just like gave me things to come back to. But whatever, like I don't do it at all.
Yeah.
But
I
had something to say from before, but I don't remember.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Shit.
Don't let it stress you out.
Yeah. Oh, morning pages, the rage. I feel like, this is it. First of all, I was thinking ruminations for your podcast, maybe?
I think I'm going to call it Ruinon.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's so much
funny.
better. That's way better. So I had the same experience with morning pages of being like, it was in a point in my life where I was having a ton of rumination, like anxiety, just like obsessive going over stuff. And when I was doing morning pages at the time, it was just like basically like a syllabus of like what I was going to worry about for that day.
Right.
I was just like, let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything that is really going wrong. But Charlie does morning pages and he loves them.
I love it. But I do it in my own way. It's not like first thing, and I only do it on it's more of like a writing warm up. Like on days when I'm sitting down to write, it's like a way in.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better and more useful as I've become a little bit more at ease because I do clear space. Like now it used to be like, okay, it would just help me like start literally physically writing.
Right.
And often it was like me being like, I'm worried, I'm like I'm freaking out about all these things, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's actually a little bit more like true kind of a free thought that is a little bit less encumbered, and I often come upon things that are interesting to me creatively. I think the thing that if it doesn't work, like I think the real magic of it is just the ritual.
Yeah.
Like doing anything to start something.
Yeah.
Like any kind of invocation of like, and now is the time where my creativity
bang the gong,
goes.
light
You bang
the candle.
you do the incense, you put on the special pants, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You tie the headband.
Yeah.
Stretching, whatever. You draw a circle.
Yes.
Now it's time to
I
do
like the ceremonial ringing of the gong. I need my writing gong. I feel like a lot of times when I go to write, I go to the library.
That's
so maybe
nice.
maybe the walk to the library is the gong.
Yes.
That is- oh, by the way-
That's a commute.
It's a commute, but yes and no. I guess like I
Do you
do
listen to-
find it's helpful to walk to a place as part of it because it is actually you're being like you are telling yourself like this is where I write and this is what it means when I'm starting to write.
Yeah.
And I do that.
I feel like music is really helpful for me for that.
Yeah.
Like I pick something that's like kind of bouncy and like not really wordy.
Yeah.
Or if it's words, it's like not very articulate.
Yeah.
And then it's like the same. It has to be like an album or a song looping.
Yeah.
I can't have like different types of things.
Is this while you're writing?
Yeah, and then it kind of almost feels like a trance a little bit that you're like are not so aware of time passing by because you're like, I've been listening to this one song forever.
I have certain albums that serve that specific purpose for writing.
What are
I love
they?
Steve Reich for it. Steve Reich is like a modernist composer, and a lot of his stuff is like about the idea of repetition with like very small changes. So he has this one album that I am addicted to. It's like one
Are
of my
there words?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
or
good.
some of them do, but I don't listen to those ones
Yeah.
for this. My favorite album for writing is probably this like symphony called Music for 18 Musicians.
Okay.
And it's very like
yeah, you've read this before.
and it's like that'll like slowly kind of morph into something else.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I really love writing to it.
I listen to, you guys know lo-fi beats?
Mm-hmm.
I listen to medieval lo-fi beats.
That's funny.
Which is true. It's like the same. It's lo-fi beats,
Wait,
but
can
there's
you just say
flute.
what lo-fi beats is, by the way?
Well, I don't really know what it is.
It's like a slow beat.
It's like sort of like slow, like
Hazy
sort of hazy.
kinda.
Yeah, it's like the sound quality is like feels like a little
Muffled or
filtered
something.
Yeah,
or
a
something.
little crackly.
Yeah.
okay.
And then medieval, and it's like sort of like boom, 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 boom. Well, no, I can't do it.
Actually,
I
it's
really
like what
wanna
they play in
know.
Muji.
Yeah.
medieval?
Well, medieval
Muji is always playing like the Muji I go to.
medieval is like there's a little flute
bum, bum,
or sometimes
bum,
a
bum.
harpsichord.
That's
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
It sounds a little bit
I
like
What was
Harry
Game
Potter.
of Thrones
love
theme
that
song?
melody.
Yeah.
I love the Harry Potter movie.
What's the Game of Thrones one? I feel like that was a good one.
Like what?
Dun, 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 dun.
Something like
I've
that.
never seen
Right?
Game of Thrones.
Dun, 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 dun,
That is good.
dun, 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 dun. Listen to this. Dun, 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 dun.
It's good.
It's great.
I like that. I like that. I wish I could play the flute. Just saying.
Of course.
Well, can we
Let's
talk a little bit
all make
about
a wish.
medieval tomorrow?
Oh,
Like, I
yeah.
don't know if that's like
Yeah.
we should save that because that's like real life, but
Well, tomorrow we're going to the
the
Renaissance,
Renaissance Fair. I just kind of signed up for
Tomorrow?
this.
You've opted. Oh wait, you got a flight.
I have a flight tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
That's good.
So does anybody want to take me to the airport on Saturday night?
I've got big plans tonight. I got my club show, and then I'm going to see
I'm
Muna.
gonna
Oh, and
text.
you're going too.
I'm gonna text Muna to see if they'll take me.
We're going to see Muna. So
I'm like, can you cancel the show so my friends have to bring me to the airport?
I'm sorry,
Please?"
Charlie.
No, that's fine.
I grew up
Also,
going.
to me, the ask I actually get asked sometimes, and I asked you to do this, and you did it for me, was pick me up at Union Station.
Yeah.
Because you just
Oh,
take the
yeah.
flyaway bus. It's like the airport is really far.
Well,
Right.
also, this is a huge week for LA public transit. Like, it's been massively expanded, and it's all
yes.
free today.
Today?
And there's a train because it's there. I think they're
Is there
opening
a
a
train
bunch
that
of new
goes to the
stations.
airport?
Yeah, it's probably a breaking development from when you were last here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, check it out.
Wait, I'll do that. That's
Awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
I'm guessing you don't have that much stuff.
No,
It's just a short
just
trip.
a carry on.
Well, carry on and, garment
backpack.
bags and
No, you
Oh,
don't.
garbage bags
and my
for your
my
steamer.
instruments. I just brought my
Mm.
tuba and my French horn and my drum kit.
I used to play French horn
I knew it.
Really?
in middle school very briefly.
I
And I
think
only
French
did
horn
it
is
because I got out of math class.
Gorgeous. I think it's
It's
so.
amazing, and I like
Yeah,
how
I
you
think
have
it's
to put your
beautiful.
hand in it.
I know, me
too.
too.
You
It's,
do?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
There's a sexual position to it.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
You like hug it like that. You
Yeah.
hold
Also,
it nice
is
and
that-
tight.
Is that one of the ones where you put your hand in it and like that
Yeah,
modifies the sound? Yeah, yeah.
You like put your hand
In its
inside
hole,
the
yeah.
hole,
Yeah.
and then there's like keys.
Is there like a
and blowing.
handle in
There's
there?
like the handle where you hook your fingers, but no, you kind of because it's not really a standing instrument; it's a sitting one.
So you just place it in the hole?
Yeah, you're just kind of resting it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more so too because that's like the comfortable way to hold it. Like the cone is so wide that there's nowhere else to put your hand but inside of it.
Gosh dang
That was
it.
another thing that was coming up in yoga is she kept on like giving us these like positions with the where you were like hugging a pillow, and I was like I couldn't really get comfortable, but I was shifting so much, and I was like, all of my shifting is stressing everybody out.
Oh,
And then I was like, I also
fuck.
don't want her to come over here and think I'm in distress. Like I'm fine. I just need to figure it out. But then I was winding
Oh.
myself up that way.
But
ultimately
sounds like a
it was
wind
a great
up.
experience. Like I felt like I was standing taller.
Well, you were
today.
Nice,
working
Rue.
it through. Like
Yeah.
that's the restorative part.
Yeah.
Is actually it's like work sometimes.
Yeah.
You fought the good fight.
You fought.
I
And that was
fought.
helpful. You were clearing stuff out.
I
maybe.
fought for my experience. Well, and also I was like, what I really didn't want to get stressed out about was EJ. EJ and I were going straight to a show. Show started at 7:30. Class ended at 7:15.
You went together.
Normally we went
So
together.
cute.
Normally I would be really stressed out about being late to the show and really wanting to get out of class on time. But I was like, I don't have a watch. I'm not going to be encumbered by this stress or burdened by the stress. If EJ has to wait, EJ has to wait.
Mhm.
I get out of the class. it's run almost 20 minutes over. The show start time was like 5 minutes before. Ultimately, the show started late, so it was completely fine.
No, but that is
that
not
felt like
okay.
a victory that I wasn't stressed out
That
about.
is a
Yeah,
victory,
yeah.
but honestly, like for workout instructors, like no one has, for people, it's like you're not allowed to be on your phone. You guys said that.
Yeah.
And if you choose not to have a clock in the place, like
Yeah.
I have a watch, so I be checking everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, you can't, people have like I feel like that happens sometimes.
I agree. I think it's definitely the instructor's responsibility.
It's like,
Or
this
even
was
be
very
like, this is the
precariously
end of the time.
scheduled. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
If you
I
want to
ran
stay, you
over-
can stay.
Rue. Exactly.
Exactly.
You can say that.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing.
So funny. I'm not familiar with that. It's like all the workout classes I go, it's like if you're paying for it, it's like wherever they are, it hits like it's like end of school summer vacation.
Yeah.
Like the clock, the second hand hits 12 and
Yeah.
they're like, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, and just take a moment to breathe. Fuck it, we're done.
What kind of classes do you like to take?
To be honest, I do berries. It's like
totally.
and I love it. Unfortunately, I'm like totally a gay guy cliche. I love that it's so intense and I love sprinting. I love the part of it that is you sprint on a treadmill.
Whoa.
And it's like tuk, 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 and you look, I think the mirrors make you look really hot. I don't even know if they just make you work so hard.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, you're like, please, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
You're like completely failing. They're like asking you to do
Right.
way more than you're physically capable of doing. You're just like not doing it. And you and like some people are in the room, and then a lot of people, you included, are just like, they're like, we need you to do 9 of these lift up jump downs. And you're like, fuck. And you get like 1 done in the time. And then you just feel
Wow.
good. You're like, I gave legit everything.
And is it circuits? Like someone's always doing the weights, someone's always doing the
It's
treadmill?
like you're in 2 groups. You're either floor or you're tread.
and you switch.
And you switch.
And you switch. Okay, yeah, because I've seen it. There's the line of the treadmills, and then there's the floor, so that makes sense.
That's like the class I do. Do I ever do any other classes? Like very occasionally I'll dabble in something else, but and mostly I don't do classes. Mostly
Yeah.
I do me.
Yeah, I do. Me too.
I think you just
You
have
do you
to.
at the
I
gym.
started
I used
swimming.
to. Oh, swimming's awesome.
Yeah, I started doing that. And that's been really fun. And it's like, it was humbling to me how hard it
It's
It's
really
really
hard.
hard.
I know. I want to do more like compound movements because
Yeah.
mostly I just like for working out, I just walk a lot and go to the gym.
Yeah.
But I'm really slow,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that like any of my strength is necessarily practical. Like I want to do
Totally.
more calisthenics.
Well, this is the thing. It's like when you go to the gym a lot and you're doing lifting in particular, you actually have to be, you're like very unnaturally moving your body.
Yes,
You're like,
yes.
I'm doing a bajillion bicep
Yeah.
curls. And it's
Yeah.
like, and if I've found that when I start to do that a lot, I'm like, oh, this actually looks like weird. Like I'm
Yeah.
noticing it's like my muscles are growing in a way, like
Mhm.
as if that shows that I'm doing a million bicep curls.
Yeah, yeah.
And like when you,
Mm.
whereas like if you swim, you're like, I'm moving in a way that feels natural and your
It
body
looks
grows.
like I moved that way.
It looks like
Yeah.
I moved in like a normal way. That
Interesting.
I want to be able to climb up a tree
Yeah.
really fast and
Uh-huh.
hide from the attacking army.
Would. Of course, of course.
That kind of thing.
There's classes for that.
So, by the way, what is a compound movement? Just doing 2 things at once?
Yeah, it's like doing taking a dumbbell, and putting it up and down,
Mm.
like things that are like
As opposed to
multiple
like
things.
isolated,
Yeah.
you know, like a bicep
Oh.
curl or like a bench press. It's
Uh-huh.
like, well, actually, bench press maybe is kind of compound. Compound just means like you're using more than one muscle
Yeah.
group at a time.
It's funny that everyone who does like weights
Mhm.
like has like this little education about it.
Yeah,
Yes, you really
like
have
you
to.
have to like study it.
Yes,
You have to
literally.
study
literally.
it.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. It's like I just don't do that. Like
Yeah,
I don't
you
have to. I don't
see
study
that.
It's actually
anything.
a cool thing of learning like how your system, how it's like all the pulleys go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You're like, I'm doing this thing, and you kind of have to think about your body. You're like, oh, so that works out my back because when I do this, what's
Right.
happening? It's like, oh, I'm pulling something, so
Yeah.
that means that like this tendon is being pulled, and it's being pulled by this contraction.
Yeah.
Like,
It's very like it makes you be like body aware. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing it long enough where I'm like I can be doing something. I'm like, oh, this isn't right. It's activating my shoulders, not my lats.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
If
yeah.
I like
Mm.
scooch in this particular way,
You're gonna
I
feel
can maybe
the-
feel it more
yes.
this way,
Yes,
which
yes.
is like definitely interesting.
I agree.
That's like seriously dope.
but you know what's amazing about swimming versus lifting too is
Uh-huh.
that on swimming you can't be on your phone.
Yeah.
And that is really good for working out because one of the most awful things about lifting is that you are on your phone.
Yeah.
And it's just hell.
It's
Why
like
do you have to
great
be on your phone
phone.
for like the timer?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just that like it's so boring. And maybe I should try to do it fully without the phone.
Yeah.
Well, you're listening to stuff, right?
Yeah, so it's like you
So
kind of
it's
want
like your
that.
phone
So it's
is
like you're just, and then you have it, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
I do crosswords, puzzles
Me too.
between sets.
Yes,
but
me
I
too.
mean that's still on
Oh,
my
'cause you have to
phone.
wait.
Yeah.
I'm like word game down whenever I'm lifting, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't want to be
Yeah.
doing blurtle, word
Yeah.
search,
Yeah.
crosswordies, whatever.
But it's fun. And I also have I've had a Pilates moment as well
Really?
before. I love Pilates.
Oh my God.
It's
Isn't it
really
just the
great.
best?
It's just the best. It's so expensive. I think that's
It's
why I
extremely
stopped. It's extremely expensive.
It's
But
super prohibitive.
I had this Pilates instructor who honestly we had an amazing relationship.
Really?
I was definitely her favorite in the class.
Wait, where did you go?
I went to this place called Pilates by Samantha.
Cool.
But she was constantly beefing with, she shared the building with the hair and makeup industry awards. And she was always.
How often do they have like an
beefing with
HQ?
them. I guess
it's like a year-round
It's in
operation?
Los Feliz. It was a year-round operation.
They're working day in, day out.
They were constantly fighting, and I think it like honestly hearing her talk about it, I was a little bit on her side or on the hair and makeup side,
Right.
because it kind of sounded like they were mad that she was like bringing like mats and having people do mat Pilates in like the shared courtyard and like things like that. Or like one day she
They're
like
like, the
came to
awards are
class.
in 8 months.
Yeah.
We can't have this.
One day she came to class like holding a copy of what she said was an eviction notice for the
Comes
hair
to
and
class
makeup
with
people.
it.
She's like, she's like, finally they got the bitch. And I'm like reading it and she's like, she's getting evicted, and she hands it to me and I was like, so this isn't an eviction notice. It's a 30-day notice to pay or quit, by the way, which is way different.
Yeah.
That's
She just kind
way
of has to pay her
different.
rent. So sadly.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So people,
It's like
do you
interesting-
feel like kind of like strange people are drawn to you? Like
I know,
this
interested
person
in
is
this
like,
person being like, and I'm showing you.
I'm
the
showing
eviction
you
notice.
I'll
the
entertain any conversation.
Yeah,
so
that's
definitely
cool,
that's
right.
something that comes up. Like I think like I'm not necessarily the most approachable person. Like EJ's constantly like getting into conversations with strangers. People don't necessarily approach me, but if you do approach me, I will
You'll go
entertain the
there,
conversation. And I think to overcome maybe the initial fear of approaching me and then engage in a conversation really self-selects a very interesting group of people. So
you
I'm
love
a
your
student
peeps.
of life.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You're really seriously getting into it.
Yeah.
So was she amazing at Pilates?
Yeah,
teaching?
she was a great Pilates instructor. It was a small studio, like 6 reformers, and she was always doing a lot of hands-on corrections,
love
which
that.
I love.
I adore that because
Yeah.
it changes everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Yeah.
like working.
They're
out,
like
too.
zip up the ribs, and you're
Yes,
like,
I'm
okay,
like,
I think I
okay,
did that, and then they
okay.
touch your rib, and you like fall down. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
And she did, like, I feel like a lot of the Pilates classes here are just like way too much core and glutes, and I felt like she had like a good balance. Like I'm just like I don't want to sit in mermaid for the last 10 minutes of class.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing that.
Right.
It hurts my back. And so I really like that. I felt like she did a good like whole body approach.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
It is a lot of glutes, and I'm like, I hope this is like helping me in my life.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm
mean,
like
it
I
is.
like my butt is like I'm like, if this is aesthetic, if that's what we're going after, I'm like,
Yeah.
I basically am like, if you're overemphasizing glutes for aesthetic purposes, like that is actually going to annoy me because I'm like, that's never going to be my life.
Right.
And I want like help with like moving around.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely it is for aesthetics, but also glutes are like your biggest core muscle. So like glutes
are.
more than like any other muscle is like important for like strength.
I didn't know they were in the core. I thought the core was your stomach.
Exactly. People don't know that. But actually glutes are like a really key component of like your core. And full like your glutes and your abs are like the 2 muscles that will stabilize you
That makes
the
sense.
most.
Because it's also like
I love that.
Yeah, like if you're ever like doing
Now
like
I'm not
even if
annoyed
I'm
at
like
all.
doing like bicep curls and like I'm struggling, I'm just like, okay, slam your glutes together.
Yes.
And a lot of times
Yeah.
that'll give me that extra.
Yes.
And your core,
oomph.
because it's
Yeah.
like you're like, oh, now I'm
Yeah.
like stable, and actually
Yeah.
you're doing like less work of like.
Of like wobbly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope.
I really recommend it.
I
Yeah.
would like to check in on the time. Oh my God. I always know.
Should we do
Let's
another?
do one more idea.
Or should we do yours? Or wait, but Rue
I
has a
think-
bunch.
Oh, let's do another one of Rue's. People who don't say occupied when I knock on the bathroom door.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
Weird.
speaks for itself. This one is a lot of times there's a certain kind of person.
Yep.
I'll start with someone's knocking on the bathroom door, whether or not it's locked. I'm just yelling out occupied. There is a large group of people, and I think it potentially could be a quorum of people who, when you knock, if they feel confident that the door is locked,
they'll be silent.
They'll be silent.
They'll wait for you to try the handle.
Yes, and for me, that's once someone's trying the handle, that is terrifying.
It's like they're trying to break in.
Like, why would you wait for that?
I totally agree.
Girls speak up.
I think they don't know about occupied.
Oh.
Like I think they need to. They think they need to say like, "I'm in here.
My
Someone's
mom would
in
always
here."
say, "Somebody's in here."
Right.
And I'm like, that's way too much.
It's weird, and so I feel like they go
Occupied.
silent because they don't know how good occupied
doesn't
is.
fit. I don't think I like delivering occupied.
What would you
Occupied.
say?
I'm like occupied. Like it feels. It doesn't.
See, this
come
is
out.
who I'm talking about.
What?
People struggle with occupied.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
not
like,
what I
but
said. though.
I do speak up, but I would say like.
But also, dare I say, in the men's room, it's also akin to announcing a shit.
That's right.
So that also is.
It is akin.
It's
Shitting.
akin to announcing. Yeah.
No. But it
Shitting.
comes up if like at a restaurant unisex bathroom. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's true.
Someone
You know
walked
what
in
I
on
say?
me
I
the
guess
other
one I would
day.
most-
I say this. Just a minute.
1 minute.
Oh, that's kind of bitchy.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
So 1 minute to me is like you know each other.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
I'll be down in a sec.
I say just a minute. Oh, and how's your sister?
Yes, right, exactly.
I'm like, what happened between you and your mom? Was everything okay with that?
That's good.
I don't know where I was, but I was somewhere the other day and someone opened the door and I was like, sorry. I like didn't lock it correctly. I was getting a massage.
This is a
Oh,
this is a huge problem I have where it's like it's a way that I'm kind of thoughtless.
yeah.
And I'm usually not kind of thoughtless like that, but
Yeah.
I will sometimes really just forget to lock the bathroom door
Yeah.
because of at home.
because I'm used to being at home.
Yeah. Because you're a homebody.
I'm a home guy.
Although I will say this,
Mm-hmm.
which might sound a bit hypocritical given
Where
my
we
idea
started.
of where we
Okay.
started. Oftentimes, I'm not even knocking. I'm just testing the handle.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
I would say the majority of the
That's
time,
crazy.
I'm just testing the handle.
No, I honestly,
Yeah,
Rue,
me
I
too.
swear on
people
my
won't say
life,
occupied.
when you said, when I knock, don't make me test the handle, I was surprised because I feel like,
Yeah.
to me, it's like more so what happens is like you test the handle and it's like you come away with an unclear piece of information of like, is the door weird? And you have to kind of like push. It's not a full handle.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And you
the thing.
knock when it's like, I'm not sure. Like
Yeah.
you start with the handle.
Yeah.
You can just do a light tap and see if it's done.
Okay.
I mean, close.
This made me think of something else.
Okay.
Have you ever been in line for single-use restrooms? You're not in the front of the line. You're back. You're at least second, sometimes way back. But you have the feeling the person at the front of the
Yes,
line
of course.
has not knocked
Yes.
adequately.
Totally.
Yep. And I've been the person at the front of the line and I've said
Yep.
to people behind me, I'm not sure, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. I will sometimes cross the line and do it myself. I'll say, I'm just going to check. And a couple times, I would
It's
say it's about
open.
50-50,
Yep.
it's open or not. But when it's
you don't even,
not,
it could be like, it could be 25-75.
Right.
Yeah.
Like as long as every once in a while, you're right.
It's worth it.
It's worth
because when enough people are backed up, it's like something probably is going wrong.
Yeah.
Either someone in there is needing help
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
some
that's right.
way.
someone's passed out on the floor. Yeah.
Or someone didn't check, or someone's just having a, like
A phone moment.
common, but also not so common, tough time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or some people are dawdling.
Or what?
Dawdling.
I thought you said Donalding.
Dawdling.
And it was like planking, but maybe having something to do with Trump.
No.
But which
I'll
didn't
go
seem like
there.
something you would say.
Donalding.
I'll go there,
I'll
don't mind.
sometimes start creating rules in the bathroom line. Like I'll be like, especially if it's like out at a bar, I'll be like, nobody even look at your phone.
That's
Like I'll
funny.
say that. Don't look at
You'll
your
say
phone.
that?
Because I know. Oh, here's another thing I do. If someone's
when
in
you
the
go
line,
in there, you
I'll
mean
say,
don't look at your phone?
phone.
That's
I
funny.
promise I'm not going to look at my phone.
That's
But
so
also
funny
something
you
I
say
do
that,
is
Rue.
if
I can't wait
someone's
to go to the
taking-
fair with you.
If someone's
how you
taking too
operate.
long in the bathroom, I'll give them an initial maybe 2-minute period. I'm always wearing a watch. This is helpful. After 2 minutes, I'm knocking.
Yeah.
Then I'll do 2 cycles of 45 seconds, knocking every 45 seconds. Once you've been in there for like 3.5 to 4 minutes, I'm knocking every 30 seconds.
Mhm.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. Well,
Me being like, just a minute. Just a minute.
one time someone
Coming
started
out,
knocking
just-
back on the other side of the door. But I know.
So then what
it's
is it like
hard
when they
because-
come out?
Awkward. But I will say this.
No problem.
Super awkward.
Is one time I was doing it at the gym, and unfortunately the
You were
person
doing your
coming out
method.
was a homeless person who was clearly showering. But then it was again back to the airplane seat thing where I was like, I had forgiven myself.
Of course, you're
Because
like,
I was working on the information of someone was taking 20 minutes in the bathroom. And given that was the extent of my information, it makes sense
were
that I was a
responding
little
reasonably,
zealous with
right?
the knocking.
Mhm.
However, it makes sense that he, who's burdened by a lot, demonstrably, unjustly so, I'd like to add, was frustrated with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Was frustrated with me. So I get it. And I'll also say this.
I get everybody.
Is
It's
I
like,
know
I
that
know-
there's
I
a
get
lot
me, I
of
get you.
situations where people have like digestive things, medical things. I, of course, know that. I think that in this day and age,
Okay.
the majority of the time it's that people
It's
are
the
on their
phone.
phones.
Yes,
Right.
I think
People
it's really
are sitting
the
with shit in their ass, fully done, haven't wiped, scrolling on their phones.
Right.
Yes, legit.
I know
legit.
this.
I know this to be true.
I know this.
So
Don't ask me
you
how I know. I know
I get
this
what
to be
you're
true.
saying, and it's
Not that I've ever
honestly-
been in that position.
the phone scrolling is putting the people with digestive situations in a very tough position.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
it's ruining it for the whole quorum.
I do love and totally agree with your outlook about these kinds of conflicts.
Yeah.
And I feel like it comes up all the time where I'm like, I get why he's mad. I get why I'm mad.
Yeah.
Period.
And
like,
so we both fight to see who wins.
Right,
A
exactly.
victor will emerge.
right, exactly. It's like, well, there's not going to be a total resolution here. Like, we want competing things. Like,
I was
there you go.
fighting over a parking spot in the Lazy 8 Acres parking lot.
Mhm.
I go to pull in this guy, and I'll be honest, he was there before me. But I was like, I felt like I really wanted to park there, and I didn't really realize that he was clearly in the right until I had already committed to going for the spot. He goes, "Hey man, I'm parking there," and I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna park there." He was like, "No, I'm gonna park there." I said, "I'm gonna park there," and then I said, "Do you want to rock paper scissors for it?"
That's funny.
funny.
He said, "No."
Oh.
I said, "Okay, you know what? You can have," I said, "because I'm such a nice person, you can have the spot." And he goes, and this haunts me, he goes, "And that's why you live well." He pulls into the spot. Now, my
that's
car
why you
is
live
beat to
well.
shit
Mhm.
and looks like absolute crap.
Mhm.
I felt like maybe he was negging the scratches and dents on my Prius,
Uh-huh.
but we'll never know what he really meant by that.
I think I get it. I think he's being like, oh, well, was it mean sounding?
Yeah, it was a
Oh, it was
little, he's like,
rude.
he'll go, and that's what he said it like, and that's why you live well. A little ambiguous.
It's ambiguous.
Well, I guess
I'm-
maybe
I'm-
he's being
yeah.
sarcastic because you're saying, because I'm such a nice person, I'll let you have it. And he's saying, it's not nice. It was my spot that I was pulling into and you tried to steal it from me. So he's saying, like, it's like that's what you would say to someone who is actually nice.
Yeah.
That's why you live well.
Yeah.
But he's saying it in a snarky way because it's like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that nice.
It's true. Well, it's also kind of the same, this concept of like cutting people off in traffic, where it's like people need to change lanes.
Mhm.
So how do we know I'm cutting someone off? I need to get in
Right.
front of you and you've left a gap.
I mean, sometimes you know where someone's came from and you know where they're going to, and it is rude. Like if someone's, if you're like, it's like if there's a big line to go left and
Yeah.
someone drives all the way to the front and then cuts.
Guilty.
You do that?
You are
Guilty.
funny.
How do
Like-
you know if I'm cutting someone off? I'm like, would it be like this? You're like, yeah.
Well, but I will say though, with that situation
not really
of the sort
cutting
of
off, I
flying
guess.
to the front of the left turn lane and cutting in, I'll not realize that that's
I mean,
the
that's
No, no,
situation.
that is-
that's the playing dumb, which is like the plausible deniability, and it's like, you know, I bet
Yeah.
deep down you knew.
Sometimes. There's this
Sometimes.
one
No, no,
part
but
on Glendale. If you're
I
in
will
a
say-
regular LA driver, you know the one right by YOLO Foot Spa, where you can either sit in 3 blocks of bumper to bumper, or you can coast on down. And I'll pick coast if I'm in a rush.
This is like in New York on the 238, I think, or exit 32 at Wythe, which is a huge disaster. It is always backed up because it's an exit into a light.
This used to be part of my everyday commute.
Yeah, you know that
for
exit. Yeah,
nannying.
Yeah.
Like
And it's-
coming from Greenpoint
Yeah.
down
You're just
south.
stuck.
and you're just stuck. And then every time it's like you reckon with like, am I going to be good or bad? And often people are bad. And then,
But people get mad because it's like, it actually is such a fucking like day ruiner to sit in it that it's like someone cutting you is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
this sucks.
so it's like, it's
I
really
don't want to do
one-to-one.
this.
It's
It
like,
sucks.
it's
It
like
sucks.
you are making me wait one car longer.
Yeah.
I'm a really generous, I'll say this to my credit so I don't seem like a total asshole. I'm a really generous letter inner.
Oh, there you go.
I always will. If someone's angling to get in, I will always
I
let
think
them
that's
in.
cool.
Yeah.
Like
So I
you
think it
live
evens
by
out.
the code of cutting.
Yeah, I'm like, I love to be like, all right, get in there, little guy.
Yeah, I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
all right,
Go
buddy.
ahead.
It depends.
You're gonna love it,
it
in
depends
here.
for me.
But sometimes it's an open the floodgates
When I'm
kinda
feeling,
vibe.
when
Yeah,
I'm
just
finding it
careful.
really hard to wait, and someone's trying to cut in, sometimes I'm like,
Not
I
me.
really, really want to go.
Yeah.
Not me.
Sometimes
this
it's
time.
not me, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it is me. But sometimes it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not the
Oh,
one.
it's so true. Like when you make the mistake and you have to be like, sorry. You're
Yeah.
just like, I don't have a choice, really. I
Yeah.
need to get out of this exit. I didn't know. Sometimes it's really like, how Google just didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Like, I swear. Like, I just did not. There was no way
Yeah.
for me to have known. I don't drive here all the
Yeah.
time.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I try and go very face to face, where I'm like, if it's like I need to cut in, I'll like really lean forward and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's like I think it's harder to,
Yeah.
or you just get a more honest interaction. Like someone, I think people appreciate the ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
People
be
do.
like-
you can be like,
As opposed to just like it's kind of the same thing of like when someone's getting up from a table that you want. It's like, and you're just hanging around the table.
Yeah.
They don't like that. Like
Yeah.
they get annoyed at like being the hovered and whatever. And it's like if you use your voice to be like, hey, are you guys leaving? And they're like, yeah, we're just gathering our things. And then you can step back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
give them space.
I've made a
Yeah.
claim to this.
Yes.
That's so true.
yeah.
I love the part of driving where it's like you do get face to face.
Yeah.
I think I like breaking through to that, like
Yeah.
breaking through the other cars or in this,
Right.
these weird machines, whatever. And then like when you get to be like,
Right.
I mean,
like how evocative you can be with just your hand.
it's true. But people, it's also scary to be face to face with people
Yeah,
here.
people
Like
can-
people, one time, EJ and I, we were like waiting to make a left turn, which I'm like, if you're behind someone who's waiting to make a left turn, you have no say in that situation.
100%.
You want someone to go into it comfortable. So even if it is a turn they could technically take or a turn you would have made, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I need to wait for
totally
them to
agree.
be
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
So there's this guy behind. I'm driving, or EJ's driving. Doesn't matter. We're both in the car. The guy behind is like laying on the horn.
And often it's like you don't see everybody.
You don't see what I
don't
see.
see what I see.
You don't see what I see. And once
Oh,
again,
you're making the left turn.
I'm
Yeah.
making the left
Yeah.
turn. He's behind me.
Oh my god, when people honk and it's like honk to make a left turn and it's like there's people crossing.
You don't have my vantage point. And
What-
again,
yeah.
let me be comfortable.
Right.
But this guy, he's like flipping me off, doing all this crazy
my
stuff. So I
God.
start flipping him off. He's pulls around.
Oy vey.
Goes forward. He's acting really scary. And then I pull in front of him and I start sort of brake checking.
Uh-huh.
And then so I was driving. And then it's like, okay. Okay, need to stop.
All your
Or wait,
stories, it's like
What
they
was
devolve
happening?
in this crazy way, and it's like always like you are at doing something crazy.
okay, I actually want to take it back. EJ was driving. EJ was driving. He was brake checking us.
I see.
He was
Oh,
brake.
there
that's
you go.
what it is
That's
when you
hugely different.
do this. No, because I remember the next part is we were like, okay, we pulled over because we were scared. Let him get ahead of us. We decide to take a different route up like a side street, like on like this sort of hilly part next to Elysian Park. We go up the side street. We're going up like a narrow street. It's like houses here, mountain here. When we're on the narrow street. The guy's standing there. He has a beer. He goes like this, throws it to the side. He takes a recycling can, pulls it out in the yard, blocks our car, starts running towards us like this.
Wait, you just happened to drive by his house?
We just I guess it was his house or something. I don't
He
know
already
how
had a
this
beer in
happened.
his hand.
He did have. Oh, I think he was probably drinking and driving.
Right.
Is what I would guess, which is why he was acting crazy in the
Yeah.
first place. Anyway, he starts charging toward us. Me and EJ are like screaming and crying. We're like
That is so
backing out on this
scary.
narrow, like one way mountainside. The wheel like catches the side of the mountain while EJ's backing out, and we were like scared that it was gonna like flip the car. But we did eventually manage to like back out and run. And he's like laughing at. He's like, ha ha ha. It was terrifying.
That's so
after
scary.
that. sometimes I'll still slip up because like I think I am quick to anger, especially in driving, and I do sometimes yell at people from my car. But it was a real lesson. Well, because EJ's dad one time cut someone off in traffic and got chased around LA with a gun. So it's like people are crazy, and like it's just really best.
Road rage
And they
is
can
like
go from
a medical
car to
problem.
real life
It
is.
in a lickety split.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just all relax.
Yes, I totally agree. That's
So
really,
it's good
really
to chill
scary.
out. It's good to
When I
chill
was a
out.
kid in driver's ed, they made us watch something. It was like a news story about people who got into a road rage fight and someone took out a crossbow and shot the other person. And they were like, so it's not funny.
A crossbow? There's got to be examples with a gun.
Right. I'm like, why did you show the funny
Yeah,
example?
why the funny one?
It
What?
was not funny, y'all. You were not there.
They're like, he took out a harpoon.
Yeah, you got a slingshot and a poison dart.
All right, let's stop, guys. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
All right.
This was awesome, Rue. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of
I love talking to
course.
you. Clap it up.
We're going to talk
Charlie.
all day tomorrow.
Sorry. Bye.
There you go.
Life gets pretty boring when every day's the same. Take me on a rocket ship to see the Earth from space. I'm an explorer, baby. Wanna come over, baby? It's exploration time, exploration night.
That was a Headgum podcast.